21 days. 21 days to find your first wholesaling deal. 21 days to change your life. You're seriously right now 3 weeks away from changing everything you've ever thought about in your life. If you could understand exactly how to get a deal, a wholesaling real estate deal in under 21 days, literally a check in your hand from your title company or closing attorney, your life can be completely changed. The honest truth is most wholesalers aren't willing to actually do the work it takes to become successful. Most wholesalers don't understand the actual information you need to know to get rich in wholesaling real estate. What I want to do is actually give you the real information from a 7-figure wholesaler of exactly what you need to do step by step to achieve success. There is an honest truth we have to understand here in wholesaling real estate coming in 2024. The game is massively changing. The rules are changing, the players are changing, and the way the game is being changed, it is changing everywhere, right? And what we need to really understand first and foremost is if you do not adapt, your business will die, your dreams will die, everything will die. Everything is changing rapidly. AI is changing, the markets are changing, interest rates in wholesaling real estate are changing. So many things are changing. And if you can fundamentally understand step by step how you can actually go out here and find wholesaling deals, lock them up, and then sell them for massive profits, you can do well. Everybody knows at 17 years old, I made my first wholesaling real estate deal, made over 20 grand, changed my life. The way that I wholesaled back then, completely different than the way you should be wholesaling right now. And so what I want to do step by step right now is really share with you the fundamentals of how any beginner right now in wholesaling real estate can get started and become successful. I'm going to share with you exactly how to change, how much leads you actually need to be doing to generate these deals so you can actually become successful. We have to adapt or die. This is my mantra I've been saying for a while on the channel here. And this is a mantra I think most wholesalers have to understand and actually start adopting. If you do not adapt, if you do not change what you're doing in your wholesaling operations, your business will die. Your dreams will die. It will not even be close to being fulfilled. And so what you need to do if you're watching this right now is start making the decision yourself. Hey, I'm going to make a change. Hey, I'm actually going to start marketing to sellers. Hey, I'm actually going to start out here putting bandit signs out. Hey, I'm going to start doing what Zach is telling me to do. Because everybody else on YouTube is telling you, oh, just buy my course, pay a bunch of marketing to all that. That ain't the truth. The truth is massive action on a fundamental scale that starts one by one to achieve success. If you want to go out here and actually get rich, you got to start doing it now. The truth is most people, when they get started in wholesaling, that they love to talk about it, right? They love talking about the game. They like it. But when it comes to actually doing the work, doing the fun stuff, the actual grind, most people aren't willing to do it. And so if you're excited right now to get rich, if you're excited to go get cash in your bank account right now, get some money, it's the ultimate thing to be doing. So we have to fundamentally understand before we get in the step-by-steps how to actually get rich in this business, why most wholesalers fail, right? As somebody with hundreds of thousands of people in freewholesaling.com, 122,000 people in my Facebook group, right? If you look at all the YouTube channels, the Flip with Rick, the Zach Ginn channel, the Rick Ginn channel, the Wholesaling Australia channel, 150,000 subscribers, 160,000 plus, right? We have hundreds of thousands of people tuning in, trying to learn wholesaling real estate. And the truth is, so many of these newbies are failing. And so many are becoming successful too. But the truth is, for every person that comes in, there's always somebody that fails. And there are very common traits with the ones that fail and the ones that actually do successful, right? They both do very common things. And the ones that fail always do the same. And the ones that are successful usually always do the same. And it's really funny because it's exactly the way villains and heroes are looked at in society, the world, and movies and comic books, right? If you ever look at how a hero is portrayed and how a villain is portrayed, they both have the same arc, if that makes sense. And so usually how stories are written is something bad happens to a good person. And because that bad thing happens, they swear that they're never going to let anyone else have to deal with that pain ever again. And they're going to protect people and make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else. AE, like Batman, right? Someone hurt his family. He decides he's going to attack crime and things like that to help his family and people that might be in that situation, right? And then you got people like Bane or the Joker or, any of the crazy Batman villains. Yeah, because something bad happened to him or their family, he's going to make sure the world suffers because of it, right? The truth is they both had the same situation happen. One person crumbled under the pressure and became a bad person. One person chose, say, I'm going to rise above this and actually do good, right? Same thing with failures in wholesaling and winners in wholesaling real estate, right? People choose, hey, I'm actually going to, because I'm struggling, I have pressure. I'm not going to crack under the pressure. I'm going to rise above it and actually become successful, get rich, and do wholesaling deals. And then, heck, we have the other half, these wholesalers that get the pressure, they get the stress, and you know what they do? They crumble. They make excuses. They say, oh, it's so hard. It's stressful. It's sad. Oh, I should quit. I should fail. I should give up. And then they just get crushed, right? This is exactly how diamonds are made and how you test diamonds, right? There's always those fake zirconian, whatever type diamonds, right? And then there's the real deal diamonds, right? They both look legit. They both look shiny. They both look the same from the naked eye. But how do you know a legit diamond from a fake zirconian, whatever they're called, right? I'm not really the diamond guy. You test them, right? A legit diamond, when you put under pressure, does not break. You know why? Because it's a piece of carbon that was formed with so much pressure off of volcanic rock that it was formed, and that it was put under so much pressure, it's basically unbreakable because it had to go through all those trials and tribulations, and now it's literally an unbreakable thing. You put that fake little diamond on there, it's all looking all nice and sexy looking. You put it under pressure, it cracks. You know why? Because the real thing was put under so much stress, so much pressure, so much damage that nothing else can hurt it. That's the same thing to me in cold calling. I used to cold call 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight. Became so good at cold calling sellers. This is why I was easily making 10, 15 grand a month in college, just cold calling motivated sellers off Mojo Dialer. Literally in my dorm room. It's insane. And the truth is I was able to scale those operations because I was put under so much pressure. I put so much hours in wholesaling that my skills only got better. And this is exactly what you got to be doing. I'm not telling you to go work 5 hours a day cold calling, right? But you have to be willing to go past the point where most people are willing to fail. The truth about wholesaling is to get you rich beyond your wildest dreams, but you have to work harder than most. And that's not a bad thing. If you look at most people when they get into a side hustle or a business, they're willing to put in the regular effort to get the regular output, right? And if you're looking to get into wholesaling, you're going to have to put extraordinary effort to get extraordinary outcomes. This is very, very clear. I've seen this from all these different wholesalers everywhere. Ordinary effort equals ordinary results. Extraordinary effort gets extraordinary results. And so if you're a guy coming out here talking, Zach, I want to be like you. I want to make hundreds of thousands a month. Okay, bet. Go do the effort. Go actually out here, put the effort, do the marketing, put the hours I put in, do the same exact work I did for the past 7 years in wholesaling real estate, and go out here and do it. The truth is, like, everyone talks a big game, but when it comes to actually putting the work, training, the marketing, you got to do it. Like, you got to match me. If you want to match me word for word, hour for hour, go do it. No one can outwork me here because I put in the work for 7+ years. That's all I did. Eat, breathe, sleep, wholesaling. That's all I was doing. And so that's why you see me on the live cold calls. You see me closing deals, showing these checks. They're legit. You call the title company up. They're real because I've done the work. I've done the marketing. I've done the teamwork. You see me closing sellers live. I do this business for real. This is why we have our Facebook group. It's Wholesaling Houses for Real. I do this for real. I'm not a guru. And so the truth is, the only reason I do it for real is because I put the effort, blood, sweat, and tears in this business. And you got to do the same exact thing. And so what we're going to do in 2024, right? Most people are failing. Most people are doing the regular work in wholesaling, right? But what we got to do is start doing things differently, right? And not in a bad way, but we got to do it in a smarter way, right? Like week after week, I'll go tell you guys how, you should have probably not cold call 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's pretty excessive. There's better things to be doing. And I personally know this. But what we have to understand is we are going to have to approach wholesaling real estate in a different way than what most people do. Okay? The way that most wholesalers do it is that they look for result. Okay, I want to make 15 grand this month. They hope, they pray, they try to manifest it. And they put a little bit of work in, they get upset, they cry, they pay a guru, and then they get in the hamster wheel, and then they go to the mastermind or whatever, and they hope it changes everything. But the mastermind says, I got to drop another 7 grand and then 8 grand. It's ridiculous, right? It's what I call the guru hamster wheel, right? What we're going to do differently is actually not look at the results, but look at the actions. And this is something not a lot of people are willing to do. It's always the cause and effect. Everybody wants the effect, but they're not willing to do the thing that causes that chain reaction, right? People want the dominoes to fall, but they're not willing to push the first domino. And this is what we have to do. Okay. Yeah. You want a pizza. So like you think, okay, I want a pizza. but you don't know how to make a pizza, right? Go learn how to do it. It's pretty easy. It's a recipe. I got a free wholesaling course. It's called freewholesaling.com. So it's all in here. You just got to go in, go out, do the work. Easy as that. So if we're looking at 21 days, it's a pretty easy blueprint. Most people, they'll pay me, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 and say, Zach, give me the blueprint. I'm going to get a deal in 21 days, right? This is the blueprint I'm going to give you. Like I being completely honest, I'm the only person in wholesaling, educator, influencer, whatever you want to call them. I don't really care. But I'm the only one that if you pay me $5,000 or $0, I'm going to give you the same info. And this is it, right? 21 days. This is what we're going to do. We got to spend 7 days finding the wholesaling deal. We're going to spend 2 days locking the deal up, usually on the acquisition side, and then dispoing and selling that deal about 11 days for the follow-up, and then go out here and get the deal. All right. That's pretty much more or less the blueprint we're going to be looking at here. Okay. 7 days to find the deal, which I think is very realistic if you're willing to go all out. Okay. So you're going to ask like, oh, but Zach, and then I get these ridiculous terms being asked for me, right? Zach, I want to go out here and I want to get a deal in 21 days, but I also only want to work 15 minutes a day. It's like, there comes a point where you got to put in the time. It's not even about the money you put in. You got to put some effort in this business. And I'll tell wholesalers all day, every day, if you're not willing to work hard, if you're not willing to actually put in the efforts, if you're not actually willing to do what you have to do, this business isn't going to work for you. You have to work in this business to start getting some traction. Oh, but I want to scale to 100 grand. I don't want to be the guy working in this. Well, you're going to have to at least put some blood, sweat, and tears in so you understand how it works. And then you get some deals, right? If you want to coach football, you're going to have to at least play a couple of years of football. Just understand it, and then you can scale out the teams if you want to get that crazy type of scaling thing. But that's not what we're talking about today, right? We're talking about 21 days, 2 days to lock up the deal, 7 days for the marketing, 11 days to follow up. Screenshot this if you need it. Make sure is it screenshotted? Are we all screenshotted here? Okay, just making sure before we get to the next one. We're going to get into this, right? But 21 days, that's it. So what we have to do first and foremost, right? People need to know, Zach, what do I do? How do we get started? How do I get this going, right? Number one, we have to make a plan or we fail to plan, all right? We make a plan or we fail to plan. You got to understand, if you don't make a plan, that is a plan to fail, all right? I think I mixed that up. A plan to fail. Sorry. I think I mixed up. We got to change this up for a second. The plan to fail. There we go. There we go. A little fancy. But yeah, that's what we got to do, guys. Make a plan or plan to fail. What I mean by this is if you do not make a plan right now of exactly how you're going to go out here and wholesaling real estate, get a deal, start talking to motivated sellers, actually get a legitimate plan to get contacts and offers to these motivated sellers, you will not close wholesaling deals. You will not actually go out here and get deals done. Heck, if you want to be the guy that goes out here and just cries all day about how everything's so difficult, or you don't want to plan, just want to run around and do it, by ear, sure. But that is going out here and planning to actually fail. I cannot stress this enough. You have to go out here and plan accordingly. If you look at any conqueror in life, you look at Alexander the Great, if you look at, heck, you can call him Xerxes, right? You can look at any of the great people in Europe, or heck, in the United States, like any great war that was ever waged. The winners of those wars always had plans, and the ones that lost did have plans. One plan prevailed over the other. But if you look at any great person you admire in the world, right, they all had plans of how they achieved greatness. Heck, you can go out look at your football coaches, right? Now, the great ones always had plans. And then you can also look at sports people, right? Like they all had plans too. And so if you want to be a great person, you look at like Gandhi. Gandhi didn't do stuff just willy-nilly. He made plans for what he was doing. And I truly believe if anyone wants to do anything great, they have to make a plan. Or you are failing. You're literally just choosing to fail. So you don't do it. So if we're making a plan, what is this plan going to entail? What are we actually going to have in this plan so we can actually get rich, successful, and actually make money, right? Number one, we got to ask ourselves these common questions, okay? How many leads to get a deal, okay? So I think that's the most common question people watching this are probably going to have. But Zach, how many leads do I need to get a wholesaling real estate deal, right? How many leads do I have to pull? How many contacts? What do I have to do, right? So everyone asks, oh, I want to make 15 grand. I want to make 20 grand. I want to make 25 grand, right? And we show how we do these basically on daily basis right here, easily on these JV deals, regular deals, all these for wholesaling. And so we do the work, so we can tell you what it usually takes us and everyone around the country, right? But that's the number one question we get. It's like, how many leads? And everyone's like, are we? It's basically the equivalent of saying, are we there yet? Right? That's what we get all the time. It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Right? And that shouldn't be the question we're asking. It's just, sir, how much work do I have to need to do to get the result that I want? That is it. When I go teach people how to wholesale houses, it's never about, oh, how to get this result this quick. There's always a catch, and there's always doing the work. And so the work is how many we have to do. And so let's kind of talk about this. There's so many marketing channels. There's so many marketing lists out here. There's so many of these strategies. But what I want to fundamentally do for you guys today is show you just 3 simple ones. I'm not here to complicate things. I'm not here to make things these crazy big seminar type thing. I don't have a booklet of 5,000 pages I'm going to try to sell you. These are going to be free, simple processes for you to do right now. I'm not the guy to give you all these crazy ones. I mean, for wholesaling.com, I do, FYI. But for like a strategic game plan, especially with this video, like exactly how to get a deal in 21 days, we're going to have to do the work. And we're going to have to be very, very, very pinpoint accuracy with what we're doing. And so what we first and foremost, what we need to start doing right now is learning exactly what to do. And so number one, I would say we got to do 500 drawing for dollars leads or 500 reverse drawing for dollars leads. I know, whoa, that's crazy. That's stressful. Oh my gosh. Then like when I start saying this, people's mouths just drop. They start flipping out. They start rolling their eyes. They start crying. Oh my gosh, that's Zach, you don't understand. That's my favorite. I get that a lot. Zach, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand I was broke at 17 years old. You don't understand I was working 39 hours a week. I was doing college classes, high school classes, working a full-time job, captain the wrestling team, cross country. I did all these things. And on top of that, I was going out here and putting banner signs every day. Oh, Zach, you don't understand how many cold calls. I was putting 5 hours a day into my craft. Okay, Kobe Bryant put 6 hours a day in his basketball. I'm not as good as Kobe. Okay. Oh, you don't understand drawing for dollars. Oh, you know how many leads I've driven for dollars. It is ridiculously crazy. How many cold calls I've made, how many texts I've sent out. You don't understand the grind that I've put in. A lot of you guys sometimes don't. When it comes out to me closing leads and showing you recordings of it, you guys see I do this business for real. I know what I'm doing. And so if anyone has the audacity to ever say, oh, you don't understand. Oh, I understand. I've door knocked the pre-foreclosures. I've done anything that I tell you, I've done. And this is why I can give you a sincerity in my heart that this is what it'll take you to achieve the same success as me. Now, there are different ways to be approaching this in 2024 because I still wholesale houses for real. I know what it takes. I know what it doesn't take. I know what you need to be doing, what you don't need to be doing. And for the vast majority of wholesalers watching this right now, you got to do, if you're going to get in drawing for dollars, reverse drawing for dollars, 500 leads, 500 reverse drawing for dollars leads. This is what it takes. And I know that's stressful. I know it's a lot to say, but we're going to kind of make it, we're going to demystify this process. We're actually going to make it a lot simpler. We're going to make it a lot easier. Trust me, I promise you, if you stay for this, it will be a lot less stressful, it'll be a lot less annoying. I promise you, you will actually, things will get a lot easier for you, okay? So number one, 500 drawing for dollars leads or reverse drawing for dollars leads for these 21 days. If you don't want to do that, let's say you're doing virtual wholesaling real estate right now, we are going to focus on 3,000 cold calls. And that's not even a lot. Okay, I know that sounds crazy stupid, but it's really not. I'm being honest with you. 3,000 cold calls a day. Not a day. 3,000 cold calls to get that one deal for government list. I know it's nutty, but that's what it takes now. I hate to tell you, but this is 2024. All right, a deal in 21 days. Double that if you're doing a paid list, a listRA.com list, a ZachData.com list, right? If you're using any of these softwares, you're going to have to do it this way. And the truth is most people aren't willing to do it. It makes me scream sometimes. The people that will go, Zach, I did 30 calls this month and I didn't get a deal. I legit get people in live streams that tell me that. If you don't understand that I used to run through 30 in an hour, That mojo dialer was rampant, right? You don't understand the work that I had. I'm just letting you guys know you have to do the work. There's no excuse, right? As they say everywhere, sleep is the devil, right? That's what sleep is the cousin of death. This is the truth. Being lazy, sloth is a sin. They literally made that in the ancient times because being lazy is not going to give you prosperity in life. I'm not here preaching anything, but I'm saying stop being a lazy bum and get rich. Oops. Sorry I said that, right? 6,000 if you're going to do a paid list, a listaria.com one or a zacdata.com one, right? Next here, this is an important one. About roughly, I'd say about 4,000 texts, roughly, right? 4,000 texts, maybe 10,000 for the paid one, right? And so like that's how much it's going to take. And the comments. I love these. Oh, Zach, you don't understand. There's issues with 10DLC. There's all these new laws and regulations with texting. And then I always get you don't understand. It's my favorite. Yes. I was back in the old launch control days, I used to use Lead Sherpa days where it was $300-400, unlimited texting. You used to be able to spend 3,000-4,000 texts out in a day, no problem, unlimited, no issues with regulations with texting, right? I used to do that daily, daily. And the truth is, that landed me a lot of deals. But most people take that for granted. Texting used to not be good back then, right? That's what they used to say. But it was perfect for me because I figured out how to develop new scripts and new methods that no one else in wholesaling was using. This is why I believe this channel does well. Why I believe people follow us, hopefully, is because we give you innovative stuff that no one else does. Teaching wholesaling for free, never done in the history in wholesaling real estate. Reverse drawing for dollars with sticky notes, right? Like never been said, shown publicly ever in wholesaling real estate, right? Digital bandit signs, never shown. Really, how to do probates on a free basis, like how to do free probate letters and how to find probates, never publicly shown. Pre-foreclosures, that was actually publicly shown, but like government lists, code violations, water shutoffs, fire damaged properties, no one really was ever talking about how to do it for free. And so you got to understand, I've been through the ringer. Me and Rick we've seen it all. I've done it all and I share it all. But about 4,000 texts if you want to do it for free. And so the truth is we come up with these innovative things because wholesaling real estate's adapted, right? I mean, we were 27, 28 years combined in wholesaling real estate. Like we've seen stuff. And I've never had 2 years I've never had a year that was the same in wholesaling, right? And I've always adapted. Change doesn't scare me, okay? Staying complacent scares me. Making the same amount of money I made last year scares me. And if you understand that if you stay the same, you're never going to grow. You got to be uncomfortable, you got to do it. And so, texting is always going to change. This is why I do live streams, because you can't go watch me record a video I did 3 years ago and just say, oh, it's the same thing. Wholesaling is always changing. That's why I do live streams, because you need to see the information that's working right now live stream to you to ask me questions live and we answer it live, right? 4,000 texts. That's what it's going to take right now. And I don't have to pay a software for this. I know. Yeah. There are good softwares. I always recommend smszac.com. What we got to understand is you can just use your regular cell phone. Okay. Use your regular cell phone right here. Okay. And you can text about 5 an hour. All right. And then you 5 an hour on Google Voice. I want to give a shout out to someone. He's probably watching this. He works out at the same gym as me. And he's trying to get in some wholesaling, buyer's list, stuff like that. He went up to me the other day, right? And he said, yo, I'm not making fun of him. He's a cool guy. He said, yo, I can't use iMessage anymore. I'm like, why? He's like, I sent like 1,000 texts in 2 days and I can't text anyone. I have to get a new phone. I'm like, but I watched your video. I'm like, bro, did you see the part where it said do 5 an hour? He's like, oh no, he's an action taker. We salute him. We salute him. He's doing deals. He's an action taker, but like, come on, man. You got to follow the rules here. You got to do exactly what we're saying here. And so, yeah, you got to do 5 an hour and per message. So like if you do on one phone, you got another cell phone and Google Voice, that's 3 times 5, that's 15 an hour. 4,000 texts, 10,000 for paid. That is how we fundamentally do this, right? And so when we're understanding this, yes, I tell you 4,000, don't try to send 4,000 off your phone straight up. That is a no. Okay. What we need to do instead is send 5 hours an hour for a said period of time. This is something we got to understand. So 4,000 texts is, I'll show you how to do it. But like 10,000 if you're going to use a paid list like listarea.com, zachdata.com, right? This is what it's going to take. Now, let me show you the real magic sauce today, okay? I got some real mind-blowing magic for you guys, okay? This is really important stuff, okay? So if you're looking to get your mind blown here with some wholesaling knowledge, this is what we're talking about right now, okay? Now, number one, all right, if we're looking to get in this, right? How do I do this in 21 days? All you have to do is divide any of these by 14 and get to work. If you're watching this video right now and you want to get a deal closed in under 21 days or less, whatever I just told you, divide it by 14. What do I mean by this? Am I joking you? What does this mean, right? What I mean by this is if whatever I've said divided by 14. So let's use 500 drawing for dollars leads, for example, here, okay? Let's use that for an example. If I want to get a deal, if I want to get a good lead, something solid I can get under contract, divide that by 14, that's going to be about 36. And that's what I got to do on a daily basis, all right? Just so we understand, on a daily basis to get a wholesaling deal in the next 21 days. And so did you see how I just made that 500 super scary number into something that's actually like, oh, what? That's actually something that I can do. That 500 just got turned into 36 a day. Heck, that's a joke. Are you kidding me? I do 36 and no problem, right? I don't even have to think about that. 36, that's it. Like, I get like, if I'm slow, I get like 10 in an hour. Okay. So maybe 3-4 hours of that. I know that seems crazy, but like we're making 20 grand in a month. Okay. This ain't little boy numbers. It ain't little boy math. It ain't a little bit of little money, right? We're actually making real big boy money here. We're going to have to do some big boy work. So that's not crazy. I don't think that's a crazy amount to be doing. If you look back at those 3,000 cold calls, yeah, it seems a little daunting, but we kind of calm it down. About 215. And if we even like make it similar, like that actually is it is a little bit crazy. But if we divide this by here, so 215, if I cold call 5 hours a day, 43 an hour, probably have to do a little more, but like that's pushing it. I understand that. But if you make those calls, you go get the deals, right? And so you got to make the dials. And that is pushing it. You might need a dialer for something like that, but you make it 30, you can stretch it out. Heck, you can do 6 or 7 hours. Just saying, like whatever it takes to get success, right? That's statistically what we found. 286 texts. If we're doing that 15, 286 on 3 lines. Each line, that's about, you do one like every hour for like 8 or 9 hours, right? I mean, it's 30 minutes or like, it's not that crazy. Those cold texts are actually pretty simple. If you have a Google Voice, your phone number and someone else's phone number, 5 an hour, pretty easy. Use AI for the scripts there, double whammy it, whatever you want to do. These aren't crazy complicated systems. These aren't crazy complicated tactics. These are stuff that you can do basically on a daily basis, really easy, really simple. But the truth is most people aren't willing to do it. Most people aren't willing to go out here and do the work that's required. Most people aren't wanting to do this. But if you understand, all you have to do is just start today. You can do it. I've told everyone this. Just do the work and the results will follow, right? And for the people watching this show, like making money the excuse, right? I get this all the time. I get this from everyone and their mom, right? Oh, Zach, you don't understand. I ain't got no cash. I ain't got no money. It's such a struggle. Things are so hard right now. Money is never the excuse. You should never make money the reason why you're not doing wholesaling deals. You should never make money the reason why, oh, well, I can't get it done or I can't get cash or anything. Like, money ain't the issue for you guys, okay? Money's actually your strength. A lack of money, you having no cash right now to get into wholesaling, that is your why. That is why you're getting into wholesaling. It's why you're listening to me scream on here, right? You're doing it because you got no money. And a lot of people use that as a weakness. And you got to use it for a thing of strength because it truly is a thing of strength. It is something that you can use to actually go out here, use that as fuel, motivation to keep the engines going, to get rich and become successful in wholesaling. Most people aren't willing to do it. Most people aren't willing to do the work. But I'm telling you, if you're willing to go out here, start cold calling, start texting, and just doing stupid little easy stuff like that, the results will follow. Use that, oh, I got no money, not as an excuse, but as something as a powerful strength tool. Most people aren't willing to do that, but if you can, it'll help you out. Remember, if you got no money, you have no other option. Where else are you going to go? You're going to do your drop shipping scheme that's going to cost you $3,000 a month. You're going to trade some day trading thing on a $4,000 course. Like, what are we talking here? I'm being completely honest here. Like, what are we talking about? You have no other options. We have to be successful. We have to try. We have to do our best. We have no other option. And that can be something as strength, or that can be something that's going to freak you out. So either you take this advantage that I'm giving you today as an opportunity for yourself to go out here, get deals, get rich, and change your life, or you're going to use this opportunity and let somebody else go retire their mom. Let somebody else in your own market start doing what I'm saying. And let them get rich. Let them make $20,000 this month, because you're going to sit in your corner and cry about it when someone else in that same market's going to do well. I love it when I get somebody in like Dallas, for example, who's like, oh, wholesaling's so hard. It's so difficult. Wah, 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 wah. And you get the same other person in Dallas I taught that's making $25,000 a month, who's just destroying it, doing well. Is there a difference between the two? Or like their market? No, that's the same dang market. One person decided that I'm not a quitter. I'm not a loser. I'm not going to make life sad and terrible and all the worst. And I'm going to make a great change. And you got other people, they're just crying about it. And you got the people that actually, hey, no, I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to do what Zach says. I'm going to hop on the one-on-ones he does. And I'm actually going to get results. These are the two stories we have. And you have to make a decision which story you want to be doing. There's a good story for you guys. There's fundamentals that we need to be doing. But either you take this advantage right now and you retire mom, or you let somebody else retire their mom in your own market, the same exact circumstances, the same exact situation. I hate to tell you, I know everyone's like, oh, it's all collaboration and we all got to support each other from the bootstraps. And yeah, everything's great, hunky-dory, right? You love seeing that from everyone. But the truth is, sometimes some of y'all don't have to look like, yeah, I agree with that fundamental philosophy. But there also is a philosophy of, there's two mama wolves. There's only one piece of meat. And someone's got to decide who gets to eat and who decides not to eat. And you got to decide, are you eating tonight or you're going to let the other person eat? And whoever works more is going to get it. There's going to be only one winner. And sometimes it's like that too. And a lot of people, they don't have that in their back of their minds. And I think we got to bring some of that back. A little bit of that hunger, a little bit of that edge, a little bit of that, go out here and start doing it, right? Not a lot of people are thinking like that anymore. We got to start looking like that a little bit, just a little bit. There's no other option. I like that. I like that thought. There's no other option for me. There's no other option except for me being successful. We got to do it. So guys, let's break this down. Let's answer some questions. If you want, I have a free wholesaling course, thing I always talk about. If you want to learn wholesaling real estate for free, I have a free course, freewholesaling.com. I will quiz every single person on the one-on-ones. If you are asking me a question, you haven't been through the course, I'm going to tell you, go through the course, then ask me a question, because 90% of all questions asked for me could be answered in that course. So I'm not doing it because I want to waste my time. I'm doing it so I can keep everyone educated on how to wholesale real estate effectively the right way. That's it. I get everyone saying, Zach, that course is better than any $4,000 or $5,000 paid course I've ever done. Duh. Because it's a $7,000 course that I give out for free. Easy, right? I get that all the time. I always think it's hilarious, but do the work or someone else can do the work. I'm telling you. Let's see here. Damien, what's up, Damien? Says, Zach, is there any way to get more than one Google Voice number? Yes, there is. You're just going to have to use someone else's phone to link the other Google account. So you can get multiple Google Voice numbers, but other numbers have to link those accounts, if that makes sense. And so what I mean by that is if, let's say, for example, I have my Google Voice number, I'm probably going to use my mom who doesn't have a Google Voice. I'm going to have her link to her, and then she'll get a Google Voice number, which I can connect to mine, and you can kind of use it like that. Reconnect, unconnect. It's kind of complicated, but that's the best way for you to do it. You got to use someone's phone number to kind of connect it. I know it sucks, but that's the best way that I've personally found. And yeah, you can use it for texting. That's going to be the best one, not for cold calling. That's what I found. Yeah. Let's see here. Zach, when do you drop the new SMS script? See, here's the problem, Java. For the people that are using the free style, where you're texting from Google Voice and from your personal cell phone, the double whammy still works. So that ain't changing, bro. Now, for the SMSZach.com, yeah, there are some changes being done. And I will tell you this. The SMS scripts that and the way that Launch Control is doing it, aka SMSZach.com, the way they're doing it now is going to be changed in the next couple of weeks. And they're going to always keep updating it. And so I'm going to have to give it a little more time of testing between me and everyone that I work with before I can start dropping new scripts. Because if I drop a script, it's going to have to be one that I know that actually gets deals. I can't be like, oh, I think in theory this should work. No, I don't drop something unless it's been fundamentally tested and gets results. Okay, like I'm here to make it like every other guru. All right, and so yes, it's kind of weird the way SMS is working, but still, heck, you want a cold call? Like it's still better than that if you look at it that way. And so yeah, I don't look at it as a bad thing. But yeah, things are changing. We're working on it, and that's why it's live. 2024, we're changing things, guys. Right? Boom. I love hearing what you've done because it inspires me to do it. I talk all day what I've done. It's I got so many stories I haven't even said. It's so funny. And there's new stories coming out every single day, basically. Yeah. Things always change. The world is yours. Let's see here. Hi, everyone. My notification got me here late. No big deal. The times are always the same on here. You do got to remember, though, if you are looking to watch the live streams and stuff, it's 10 p.m. Eastern on the Zach Ginn YouTube channel on Sundays. So just FYI on there. But yeah, that's how you get it going. Let's see here. Ooh, what's up? Reading, PA. Awesome. Insane toast. See, here's the problem. I always make fun of these people. Not make fun of them, but I'm like, come on, we got to change things up, okay? Insane X Toast. Let's say I want to do a deal in Reading, Pennsylvania, Berks County with you, bro. How am I going to get in contact with Insane X Toast? Put your phone number there. At least comment your number, your email. Like I can't even get. How do I get in contact with you? I don't know. Cam, what's up, Cam? Locked in. Love to see it. Love to see everyone locked in. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see here. Zach, do we sell to investors that use hard money loans? They consider themselves cash buyers, but I don't because they have to run by the math by a lender. No. Remember, guys, there's a difference between cash buyers and hard money buyers or loan buyers. The word cash buyers inherently has the word cash in it. Okay. There's but they give you the money in cash at closing. Well, have you ever worked with a realtor? Sorry, I don't want to mess with my realtors out here, real estate agents. Yeah. Right. Proud dorm member. Not me, but that you deal with them on market. Hey, this is a cash offer. When I say cash offer, do I have an FHA loan with it? No, never, right? Duh, of course not, right? What I have instead is something that's pretty nice. I have cash. So yeah, no, never loans. It's never a cash buyer. No, never. It drives me crazy too. No. Zach, what's the Discord? Real deal, I do not have a Discord. Discords are made to sell. That is their main point. Discords, I feel like, are very unorganized. And unfortunately, with the following that we have here, I tried once to have a Discord and it got banned instantly because people don't know how to control themselves. You got to remember with 122,000 people in a Facebook group, it's already hard enough to moderate all those people. Think about 122,000 people. Do you think one of those people every day is going to do something stupid? Duh. And the problem is we can moderate a Facebook group pretty well, but to moderate 122,000 people in a Discord is ridiculous. And someone always does something stupid and then it gets flagged and then always gets taken down. And so the only one I can really control with 122,000 is a Facebook group. Freewholesaling.com, you just sign, it's a course, not really a community type thing. And obviously on a live stream here, YouTube gives me a lot of tools to moderate. The problem with the Discord is it's insane. And so that's why when people do wholesaling Discords, they charge you $20, $30 a month only to have like 200 people in it because you can't have tens and hundreds of thousands of people in it. It don't work like that, right? And yeah, there's some decent ones too, but I'll tell you straight up, the Discord is not, there's too many crazy people. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but like we keep it on a Facebook group now because Facebook has the buyers. Plain and simple. Easy as that. Awesome. What's up? Zach and Rick, real deal. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Where can I get wholesaling contracts? You go to freewholesaling.com, baby. Freewholesaling.com. Easy peasy. Easy as that. Belinda, what's up? Hey, Zach, I have a seller who wants to sell their property but does not want to sell the land. She owns the property and the land. Will that be a problem? Yes. Belinda, we wholesale real estate. Real estate involves the land. I'm assuming you're talking about a mobile home because if you're a mobile home, I sell the mobile. A mobile home is legally, in all due respect, unless it's manufactured, which some weird. I know some manufactured houses actually have DMV registrations on them. Legally, they are manufactured homes. Okay? Legally. And legally, they are registered from DMV, so they're actually legally vehicles. Isn't that weird? And so I'm not in the business of flipping cars, vehicles, boats. No, I flip houses, flip real estate. And when you don't own the land underneath, you don't own the full real estate. I'm the real estate guy. You know that. It's all about free real estate. Love it. And so what you got to understand here is that the land, if there's no land, I don't want to deal with it. It's disgusting to me. Blech. You want the land underneath on it. And so, you're just selling vehicles at that point. And you're not doing that, right? You have to wholesale properties with deeds, which also have the land underneath it. And really how most deeds work is you're selling what is on that parcel. And usually what's on that parcel is improved lots and improved real estate or improved buildings. And though it is something that got developed on top of that piece of real estate, so you're selling the whole pie. It's crazy. But some people, no, you're doing the whole thing. Okay, now, sometimes I will give examples. There are like multiple lots. Like there's 3 acres, house is on one of them. You can split the 2 acres up theoretically if you want to get crazier with it. Yeah, that you can, obviously. But for what I think you're doing, no, we can't be doing that. No. All right, let's see here. What's up, Brian? Getting deals with this knowledge. I appreciate it, man. All right, so what we're going to do is do some one-on-ones too. And so if you hop on the one-on-ones, I got the StreamYard link. Where's the StreamYard link? StreamYard link is right here, StreamYard.com. So hop that on. If you have kids watching, I don't curse. I don't say any bad potty words for the kids, but can't guarantee what these people on the bottom are going to say. Hopefully they don't say anything bad because we want 10-year-olds into wholesaling real estate. We want a family-friendly show here, you know. Dante, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
I'm good, man. How can I help you out?
No, I did some reverse driving for dollars today, and I just had a quick question because I know sometimes you can say something to a seller and it kind of sets them off the wrong way. Like if you're like, hey, you want to sell your property or like you're looking to get rid of it. is there like, should I not say, hey, you looking to sell your property? Because sometimes I'll go up to the door and they answer. And like, I don't know if I say sell their property is a bad thing. In other words,
Is it when they show up on your door?
no. Like if I'm about to put the sticky note, but the dog starts barking, so they come out to the door and I'm just like, hey, I'm a local home buyer in the area. Are you looking to sell your property by chance? Like, is that a bad thing to
I don't do
say?
that approach. That's a bad approach.
Yeah,
Just being honest with you, man.
yeah,
You ready for my approach? Ready?
yeah.
Hey, are you the owner of this house? Hey, my name is Zach. Actually, me and my partner, I'm actually putting the sticky note here. We're actually looking to buy a couple houses for cash in the area. And this looked like a house. We might be interested in buying it. That's why we're putting the sticky note out. Are you looking to sell it?
Yeah,
We're
that's
just in
way
the
different.
area. We're looking to buy a couple houses. Are you looking to sell it? This seems like something we might want to buy.
That's perfect. Yeah, I was.
The problem is you don't want to be too aggressive, but you kind of still want to let people know what you're doing. Also, you kind of want, if things go south, hey, my partner, he's the one who told me to do this. Heck, I don't want to do this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Why are you putting me a sticky note? Well, I don't want to be that annoying guy calling you at dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah, I had a altercation like that today. They're like, "What are you doing
The
at my door? Why you
altercations. I
doing?"
don't get in altercations, man.
No,
I'm chill.
not like a fight or nothing. Like she was just like all aggressive on me, and I was like, "Hey, look, I put sticky note Sunday night. Might be having dinner with your family. You can call me in the morning. Like, sorry if that bothers you, but have a good one." So I don't know. Some people just get a little upset, like out here in Cali. I don't know if it's any different anywhere, but pretty
That's
much that was
everywhere.
it.
I mean, if you add fuel to the fire only gets bigger. If you
Yeah.
cool it down, it gets less big. Oh, that's a good word. But yeah, true.
But yeah, that was pretty much. Oh, actually, one more thing. So when you get because I've had a couple calls back on me and like they'll call me back and stuff. But what do you say when you answer the phone? I remember hearing Rick like, "Oh, could you remind me of the address?" Like I don't remember how to exactly answer. I just say, "Hey, I was actually just looking to see if you're selling the property," and I always think like second guess it after they hang up. I'm like, I'm probably saying that wrong. Like they don't like it somehow.
Yeah, if you're second guessing yourself on the phone conversation, you're already doomed to fail.
That's true.
So someone call, hey, I got a call from this number. Oh yeah, hey, actually, my name's Zach. My partner actually gave me a couple phone numbers to call of some properties we're looking to buy. What was your address again? 123 Main. Oh no, what are you calling me for? Well, we're looking to buy a couple of houses. Me and my partner, we're just calling some properties for some phone numbers. He gave me the numbers. Are you looking to sell your house by chance?
Yeah.
We're
No,
looking
I
to buy.
mean, like when they call you back on the sticky note, like, is there a certain thing you say?
Pretty much the same thing. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, my partner put some sticky notes out of houses he was looking to potentially buy, and I'm kind of answering the phones for him right now. Are you looking to sell your house? If we're looking to
Okay.
buy, who put the sticky note? Oh, that was Jeff. Jeff thought that might be a house that we might be looking to buy, but who knows? Are you looking to sell it at all? I don't want to waste your time.
Okay.
Make it simple, right?
Yeah. That's pretty simple.
I've always found in my 7 years, kind of when you have an out and an in at the same time, it makes it easy for you. And so if things go south, Jeff is the problem. Things go well, it was me, right? So I always use Rick as the scapegoat. That's how you do it. Oh, Jeff put the sticky note out, not me.
Gotcha.
That's kind of weird to say, but like it's always helped me out the best.
Yeah. It makes sense. I get you. But alrighty, that was pretty much it. I appreciate you, your knowledge, everything. I don't
How many
want to.
sticky notes are you putting out a week, bro?
I just started actually doing sticky notes, and I did 30 today, and I'm doing 30 each day.
Good stuff, Dante. I like it.
I appreciate you, man. I am
I will tell
working
you,
for it.
let's try 36. You know why? Saw the
Yeah.
live with the magic number. Let's try to get that. All right.
Yeah, I saw that right now. I was like, oh, I was 6 off, but we'll get there
You're
tomorrow.
fine. 6 over 30 days, though, man. That's 180.
Yeah, it's a good
Woo!
number. And I
Good
try to
number,
hit
man.
them where they look vacant, so I think that's
Dude,
better in
I
a
like
way. But
All
all
right.
right, I won't
Keep it
waste
up,
any
man.
more.
Believe in you.
Yep. Have a good one, bro.
You too, man. I like it. Aaron, what's up, man?
Hey Zach, I just had a quick question. So I had like 1,600 contacts on the dialer. and just the water shut off list. I think it by itself was like 1,000 leads or 1,000 contacts, and I done went through them one time, and I still have like 600 redials. I just wonder how many times do I go through that before I can like get to, because I want to get to like my other stuff like the code violation. I have like 200 of those, and then uh, a few other water shut offs, but I don't want the other list just sitting there. I kind
600
of
is
want to.
ridiculously high, man. You know that, especially in your little county. Like, is this still in Louisiana?
Yeah.
That's a lot, dude. Are these all like? I know you're smart. I know you're smart, right? So I'm trying to think about this. Like, sometimes the county will give you just a list of all the houses with the water shut off. And what you really want is the houses that were shut off due to non-payment, right? Because I'm selling my house, I shut the water off. I just don't want you to get like the bad. 600 seems like a lot, though, man.
Well, that's what I told him. This next one that I got, not the one that I'm dialing right now. This is from like last month, but the new one that I got, I told her, I said, I just want only the ones that were cut off due to non-payment. And what I found out with this last list that I've been calling, been getting a lot of like other investors' numbers from that property because their tenant didn't pay their water bills and stuff. And
those are good ones too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them challenged me a little bit. He's like, you call me, you make me an offer on it. And I told him, I didn't want to waste his time and waste mine because he didn't want to sell. And so I had to sit there and go find comps on this place. And then I made him offer 70% of it. And he was like, okay. He's like, well, I know you're not just calling and lowballing people. He's like, that was a pretty fair offer as an investor, but when you get back to around 1:30, and then call me. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it.
600. I mean, how many can you get through a day?
I've been calling.
It depends on the day, obviously.
Yeah, I think, and I haven't been real consistent on my hours. So I may do 2 hours or 4 hours the next day or 5 hours the next day, but anywhere between 300 to 400 contacts.
Yeah, I think just go through the list and then just keep going. I think it's worth it. If it is from non-payment, still do it. It seems like that list is legit.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Yeah, that's really all I got. I know that at the end of this month, I'm gonna be pulling those same lists again, and I just know they're pretty. The last few times I've got them, they're pretty big lists. Like the code violation and water shut off, both of those are pretty big lists down there.
All right, cool, man. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, Zach.
All right, appreciate it. Talk to you later. Awesome. And then next year we got Will. Been very patient.
Yes, sir. I'm here. You hear me? You hear me? You see me?
See you loud and clear. How are you doing today, man?
Good. How about yourself, man? I appreciate you guys.
I'm doing good. How can I help you out today?
All right. I got a pretty unique deal. I talked with the lady in pre-foreclosure. She's actually in the next town over. I'm in Missouri, but she's out in like Kansas City area. She was in pre-foreclosure. I knew that. I had a guy go out and look at the house. Actually, he's somebody that you had on your podcast one day. You kind of interviewed him.
Who?
Hector Guzman.
Guzman. Yeah.
So I kind of linked up with him after watching that video. I linked up with him, man, and just kind of, because he's in my area, we reached out. So we've been keeping in touch, kind of working together. So it was just so happened when I reached out to him, he was actually in Raytown because he's in Higginsville, so he was in Raytown doing some driving for dollars or whatever. And so he went by the place and he kind of walked around and noticed that there was some fire damage on the back. So not only is it in pre-foreclosure, but there's also fire damage. So it's kind of a
motivation.
Well, see, it's motivated, but the lady lives in Texas. And so nobody's in the house. The house is pretty much vacant right now. The only issue is that I'm gonna pull it up real quick, just so I'm not throwing stuff out there. There's only about 32% equity in the house, which means she didn't make very many payments before she did. So it's kind of a unique situation considering that she's not really going to make any money on the deal. But I'm trying to figure out a way to go about it. He kind of shot me some ideas. And he's kind of dealt with some buyers, you know what I mean, to kind of see what they think they should do. I just wondering what you thought about with this situation, how we should go about it. I mean, it's a nice house. Besides the garage in the back has some smoke fire damage on the back. Everything we couldn't get inside the house because it says that the inspector was over there. I want to say the day I called him, the inspector had actually just put the note on the door at 5 a.m. that morning.
Might be criminal.
Well, it could be.
If it's vacant,
it's vacant. There's nobody in it.
Maybe a homeless guy got in there. Maybe an arsonist. Like it.
Well,
it might be under investigation.
When I talked to her, she was saying that her ex was squatting there, but I think they took off. Okay,
criminal.
Okay.
It's like a hit and run. You know that is criminal neglect. We do have laws in the United States for that. So all I'm saying with that reason is if it is an ongoing investigation, they might wait the insurance claim out, and it makes it a little more difficult for you.
I see. Yeah.
Just an FYI.
I just want to make sure because I think it's actually going to court. I'm pretty sure she said it's going to court on the 4th of December. So I mean, we don't really have any time to deal with it. It's kind of
actually you do. This is the cool part. All right. So what's state again? One more time.
It's in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay. So state of Missouri. Yeah. Okay. So for most of these situations, you want insurance to get. Does she have insurance?
That's a no.
No?
No.
Oh, this is easy.
Okay.
First of all, she can sue this guy, and it's none of your problem. Now, what they really want to do is this court case has to be done first, most likely.
Okay.
And her lawyer will advise that. It's probably the best thing for the seller. You want them to get some money from this ex, at least a judgment, 5, 10, 15 grand, because that's 15 grand you're never going to give her.
Okay.
Because what you're willing to give her is what the market value is, and then a little bit of a discount underneath that, right?
Yeah.
And so what you need to do, and this is, I know it sounds easy and simple, but you just got to write a purchase contract for a fair price that's going to make you money and that is fair for the seller.
Okay.
Now, it's going to be like, so what ARV minus repairs is basically, right? We're going to pretend it's not fire damaged. Let's say there's 25 grand in fire damage property on the house. Let's pretend like it's not there for a second, okay?
All right.
That money gets that little discount. We're going to add that, but the seller's going to be like, "Oh, what do you mean? It's this much less than?" It's because that fire damage, that money for the fire, it goes from your suing, and you got to understand that. So she's going to get some money from this guy. If it was criminal and they can prove it, she's going to sue the snot out of him, and she's going to get some money, right?
Okay.
Without insurance, you are going to try to figure out. And I hate to say this, ARV minus repairs. Figure out what the repairs are for the house. Now, I don't understand if it's going to be a criminal investigation, if it's a civil. There are weird things with that. I will tell you, I'm not the expert with that, of if you can go inside the property or not, if it's being under investigation, because then there's tampering evidence and all that crazy stuff.
See. Yeah.
So, but really, all the fundamentals is you write a contract for the lowest price you can, then see if a buyer can buy it for any more above that. That's how it works. That's how this business always has been set up. And so, I would love for you to give you a complicated script and simple and process and system.
Yeah.
That's it. The court process is going to be a little weird, but remember, you do get paid in accordance to the problems you solve in wholesaling. And this one has a massive issue. And so
just so I make sure I heard you right, we need to go ahead and let the thing go to court on the 4th and not try to do anything before then.
No, get the thing under contract.
Okay. Get it under contract.
Don't close till you kind of understand a little more.
So just kind of hold it up in title pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if things get messy, they're going to look who signed a contract, and she signed a contract. I don't care what hotshot lawyer has. You can have a lawyer, and if she wrote a legally binding contract, you have first right. They can't do much there. They can, but it gives you an upper hand advantage. At least it locks up the deal. And the best part about these, I treat it like a probate. It's mentally locked up from the seller. Hey, I already signed a contract. I don't have to deal with this anymore. I already did my part. And so when Joe Schmo wholesaler comes and calls her, I already have a contract, right? You're good. Make sure you put like $100 EMD, something like that. You'll be all good. But
I think she's more or less hands off on it though, so I don't expect her to actually go to court. Am I going to have to go and stand in court for her, like on her behalf? Because she doesn't want to
go to court. You don't have to go to court.
Okay.
She should though, but
I don't think she's going to. She's in Texas and she don't even want to come back to Missouri.
If she doesn't want to deal with it, you know what? Oh, you don't need you can just hire a lawyer for a civil trial. This isn't criminal, right? She can just hire someone. If she doesn't want to deal with all that, She can write up a easy. See, it's speed and convenience. Send her over a virtual contract to sign.
Okay.
Let her sign it, and then you wholesale the rest.
All right.
You know, your big problem is how you're going to get access to the property. That is something you're going to have to figure out. But there's a lot of ways to do it, right?
Tomorrow, actually, I need to get a hold of the fire department because, and I'm so thankful for Hector, man. He's such a good guy. Like he's just, he really helped. He's the one that kind of helped the whole deal, man, because he's like, I guess he's got an inspector friend. The guy who actually went and put the note on the door is somebody that he knows pretty well. So he contacted him, and apparently tomorrow they're supposed. I need to contact the fire department because they're going to release the information on the inspection, like what the house is, because it might just be in the garage, the damage. It may not be throughout the house, because the only place there's fire damage or smoke is coming out of the garage in the back, and it's about a 3,400 square foot house. Hold on, let me see.
Woo!
I got to pull it right. It's a three bed, 3 bath. So 3 bed, 2.5 bath. I actually spoke with her. She was saying it's a 2.5 bath. There's a bathroom downstairs, 2 rooms downstairs that can't be considered bedrooms because they don't have closets. It's probably one of the biggest houses on the block, and it's right there on the corner. It's a really nice home. It just, she was in a pretty bad situation with the person that she was with, and she took off to Texas to get away from it, pretty much.
I get it.
And they just kind of stayed behind. So
what we need to do here is just write up a contract, give it to title, let title deal with all the nastiness, because that's what they get paid to do.
Yeah.
And you get a cash buyer, you make some money, maybe Hector makes some money, and
I think we're going to JV it because he's definitely got the guys on the ground there in that area. Okay.
He's a good guy. And then hop back on the live stream, show me the check, and we'll go celebrate.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this has happened so many times. I'm excited.
All right. Good talking with you, man.
After, man. Boom. Awesome. Sam, what's up, man? Yo. Sam, you hopped on here. You want to talk? He's watching the live stream. All right, Sam. I'm going to say bye to you. Bro, you're watching this. Oh, what a little troll. These gurus ain't slick. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How can I help you out?
All right. So I got 2 questions.
What, the bodega? What was that?
Yeah, I'm
Target? Where are we at?
I'm at the bodega right now. I'm getting a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Was I right?
No, I'm joking.
Dang it. Where are you? Walmart?
No, I'm at home. That was my heater, actually.
Oh, dang. Sounds like a Target. All right, what's up, man? How can I help you out?
I got 2 questions. So one, I don't know if you remember, but I've been here a few times already on the live. So I got 2 questions. One, when I cold call, I switched up the initial question a little bit. I just wanted to get your opinion. So when I call, the first question I ask, or the first thing I say is, I'm calling for the property at 123 Main Street. And the reason I do that is because usually when people have been called 100 times or they already know what's going on, they're going to tell me right away, I'm not interested, or whatever, wrong number. What do you think about that?
How many deals have you done by cold calling?
0.
So why are you going to switch up the script?
I just thought it would be quicker.
Okay. And do you have any evidence to prove that it's helped?
Well, I have evidence of me being able to.
How many deals?
0. So stick to is this the owner of 123 Main Street?
Stick to the script that's helped hundreds of thousands of wholesalers.
Okay. The second thing.
None.
Okay. The second thing.
I don't change my scripts. So unless something new happens.
Okay. I'll stick to it. No problem. And the second thing is, so I kind of ditched the prop stream list. I was calling, 2,000 contacts. Nothing really came out of it. So what I started doing is code violations in 3 different markets. And what I do is basically every single day, I look up the code violations and skip trace them, and then I call them the next day. So sometimes they're like 15, 20, maybe 30 for one market. So I would have like maybe 50 a day, 60 a day. and then I call them between 12 and 7, I would say.
Wow.
Is that a good approach?
Yeah, I mean, how many contacts are you getting a day from those 7 hours?
I mean, it all depends on how many violations are available at that day.
Okay. In the past week, how many did you get?
Oh, let me see. I gotta check my dialer. So past week, if I check the the dashboard, man. 6 to 12, right? I had 700 outbound calls.
How many contacts?
How many contacts? Doesn't say really. Hold on. Yeah, no, it doesn't say. But it was about I would say maybe 300 contacts, maybe 400, maybe 300.
Okay, I don't like the I don't know and just running the numbers out. What are you using? What dialer are you using?
Batch dialer.
Batch dialers will give you the contacts.
So
Go to customer support and ask how. You need this data.
I'm in the main. There's live and main. I put in 11.6 to 11.12, which is about a week, right? And then it says outbound calls 700, connected calls 230, and then it goes on to duration, wait time, abandoned.
Okay, you got connected calls. I think that's contacts. Wait, are you using a predictive or preview dialer? With it?
For the automatic dialer, predictive. I think it's predictive.
Okay. It should be whatever got connected as long as it stayed. Sometimes the connected is voicemail, so you got to see how they filter it out on your report.
Yeah.
But you should be able to get custom ones too. If you ask the support. Batch is always pretty good with it.
Yeah. So do you think that's a good approach to go through it every single day? And then it's 3 markets. This week I was a little bit overwhelmed because I started from October, but then I just started adding every day, and I just called them.
Yeah, ask your batch people if that's the same, because 238 divided by 700 calls should be a 34% contact rate, which is amazing.
31 actually.
High.
Yeah.
Huh?
31 actually.
31 seems a tad high. Now, I would love for it to be that high. If it's that high, keep doing what you're doing. Might be a little too high, so that's what I'm trying to change.
I think actually you're right, because I think that a lot of this connected calls are just voicemails.
See that's what I'm trying. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, man, go to batch and see how many actual human connections am I getting. They should be able to help you out and show you.
Okay. And then based on what is the parameter, what the standard be?
Human picks up and talks.
I mean, number wise.
Anywhere between 15 to 25% is what I really like. Anything above 25, that's like hand dialing with really good skip tracing. But when you're doing kind of higher level, you want to be above 10. But realistically, it's going to be hard to get above 30. And so when I see 31, I'm like, ooh, something's a little weird here.
So yeah, I think 15 is realistic. A lot of them, yeah, they are voicemails, but people do pick up, and I do speak to owners.
Oh yeah.
So I think 15% is accurate.
15, 20 is good.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. So just keep going. Just keep doing what I'm doing.
Just keep going, dude.
All right, perfect. I'll do that. And how many times do you recommend me calling a single number? I change it from 3 to 2. Because usually I leave a voicemail, and then while I'm calling, sometimes it calls a second time, and I just go into the activity tab, and I just see, okay, did I already leave a
Just
voicemail?
2. Fresh data is always best.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
All right. Keep it up.
Yep.
Boom. Awesome. Next we got Brian.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm good. Are you with a partner or something? What's this little
What
game?
What partner? What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean partner?
So never mind. We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
What can I help you out with?
Nah, man. I just wanted to just thank you for the information that you put out there. I started in September, doing wholesaling, and I'm just trying to suck in all the information you give out. And I'm on my first deal right now currently with I'm JVing with a partner of mine who actually put me on to, Zach and Rick. So ever since then, I was like,
Awesome,
yo, I gotta lock in because I go to college and I do like a work study there. It doesn't pay me no good. So I'm like, man, I gotta do something else. And I have so much time in college. So like just really try to put in my time, like learning the course, hopping on here and just learning everything that you're doing. And it's really working out for me. And like the people that say this doesn't work, like it's just like you're not putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to put in the work in order for this to work out. So, just wanted to hop on here and just tell you that, man.
Where's
Like,
the
I'm
deal
doing.
in?
What's up?
Where's the deal in?
It's in Murfreesboro, North Carolina.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I've heard
so like,
Murfreesboro, Tennessee, not North Carolina. Nice.
yeah, man. It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm in that market because like my school is there. So like, there's a lot of
What school?
abandoned properties. Chowan University.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, man. It's in the middle of nowhere, bro.
All right.
Like,
Hey, how much are you
yeah.
gonna make on this deal?
So hopefully around, I'd say like 50K. I'm JVing, so we're trying to split it. Yeah.
Ooh, $50,000. How old are
Yeah.
you?
I'm 20.
20. Whew.
Yeah.
Holy moly, man.
I'm telling you, man, this is work. It's in the works right now. So we got the contract like locked in, and we got it down to like 9K, and it's an abandoned property, and like the land is pretty good. And so yeah, we're trying to just find a good title company around the area.
Well, you need a closing attorney to help you out too. You're in North
You
Carolina.
said what?
Closing attorney to help you out.
Yeah. And also try to look for a cash buyer as well. So, it's in the works, and man, it's exciting, bro. Like the first day me and my partner got into like just calling, dude.
Yeah.
It was like it was a good feeling because like you're actually doing something, like this is actually working. Like, dude, like I'm writing stuff down, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in this, you know what I'm saying, and it's working. And like there's some times where, dude, we had like a lady, she was like, why you calling my phone? Like, like we don't want to sell the house, and we were just trying to like just talk, like I just want to know who was the owner, who flipped the property. So I mean, and that kind of shuts you down a little bit, but that's a part of the game, man. It's part
Dude, I
of the
love
game.
seeing it, man. But you watching this, you know exactly what you got to do. I don't even have to tell you. You already know what you have to do.
Right.
The question is, you're going out here and doing the work. So get these buyers done. Is the deal locked up?
Yeah, the deal's locked up. He signed the paperwork.
Attorney?
Yeah.
Get the closing attorney. All right, number one. And then go out here, get a buyer, close it, get that check, man.
Yeah, man.
Time kills all deals. You know this, and I've said this forever. So you cannot let more time go between you and getting this deal done.
No doubt.
You got this, bro.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate it, man.
All right, I believe in you. Keep it up,
man. Thank you.
Boom. $50,000. Shout out to Brian there. He's got to get some more work done, but he'll hopefully close 50 grand. That's a good amount of money. Ain't bad.
Yeah.
Drew, what is up?
Hey, Zach, what's going on, man?
Life's good, man.
Yeah, I can tell. I got a question. I got an opportunity in my hometown. Trying to make this as short as possible. So, trustee received the benefits of a trust. There's two plots of land that are next to each other that are both owned, right? On the one lot where the main house is, there's also a second house in the back. It's literally two homes with a in-ground pool in the middle, right? And then the whole separate lot is next to it, and that only has a 2-door garage on it, but it's a whole lot that could fit another house. It's a lot. Now, the prop stream is telling me that the main house is worth 400, and then the back isn't comp because prop stream doesn't recognize that back property. All in all, first of all, I know that it has to be because it's two parcels, it has to be two contracts, right? Because it's legally two separate plots. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Just wanted to verify.
Yep.
But also the seller wants $450 for both, and I'm going to make sure it's both. PropStream says together as a linked properties on PropStream, it's $500. He wants $450 for everything. Linked together 500, and I'm under the impression that that total 500 isn't the extra property that is at least 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom rentable. Tracking. So my question then becomes, if knowing before because I'm going to call them on Monday to see if I go take a look at it to really assess the condition, because there's no way of knowing, there's no information online about it, no like Zillow pictures or nothing. If it comes out that it's a light rehab on touch it up here and there, light paint, move people in type situation, is that worth pursuing? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So let's kind of like, you're looking at it on a crazier angle, but I kind of have to bring you back down to earth.
I don't know. So it's like
so,
crazy itself.
So, all right. When I'm imagining in my head, obviously it's better when I get a look at these things, right?
Sure.
But I'm thinking house, in-ground pool, then house, right? And these are 2 separate lots. So this is basically property A and property B. Why doesn't PropStream recognize property B at all?
Well, because what I'm trying to explain is that lot A, we'll call them lots to make it easier.
Yeah.
Lot A has 2 properties on it, 2 houses.
Okay.
Lot B is the extension of Lot A's yard, and Lot B only has a big garage with 2 car garage, and that's it. Lot B is worth per PropStream about $100,000. But it's all right. I agree. I'm just saying it out loud. But PropStream recognizes the main property as being worth 380, we'll say, and it can't take into account the rear. And that's what I'm saying. All in told, without counting Lot A's second property, it's worth 500, and the seller wants 450 for the whole kit and caboodle.
Got it. What's the square footage of the main house?
I have it right here on PropStream already pulled up. Yeah. It's 1138. So
what about that secondary one?
There's no data on PropStream with that one because it's on the same lot.
You might need to go to the property appraiser and see what that square footage is.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that too, which is why I'm going to go take a look at it and get.
Because it's like a 2-1, 700 square feet with a driveway.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might want to split that sucker up and try to get the most for it, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Sometimes we can't. So on Google Maps, is there like a separate driveway?
Yeah, so they pull in from the back. I'm gonna close it here real quick. Because I got it right here pulled up. Yeah, so what they normally do is there's an alley. The main street is a highway, is a road, so busy traffic. They park in the back, and there's enough parking here for, I'd say, about 10 cars.
Is there a way for you to split that lot in your mind?
Absolutely.
So what I need you to do is, this is going to be your best thing you should do. You should lock up that deal this is simple, for the lowest price you possibly can.
He won't go below 450, and that was my thing. He's an unmotivated seller. He's in no hurry. He just wants to split the inheritance with his siblings. And so I'm trying to he's like, I really want 450. If I get 450, it comes to whoever offers 450. And right, I know. And that's why I'm in this live right now talking to you, Zach. I mean, it's, you know what I mean?
Dude, do you know how many times I've had like the perfect deal? Like, the seller's just unreasonable. There's nothing I can do. And so with these situations, I always do this. You want a stupid price? I'm going to give you stupid terms. That's how I do it, right?
Okay.
And so for any real estate deal ever, it always comes down to price and terms. How wholesaling usually works is you get the terms you want, quick, cash, easy. Mm-hmm. I get the price I want. If I can either win on price or terms. Now terms, payments, I get 0% interest. And, he gets his price, I get my terms, right? So he wants his price. Right. And so what you're going to do is get your terms. So you can do 450, but 450 is with 60-day inspection period. I want lock boxes, and I want to bring 7 buyers through. So if he wants a crazy price, fine. I'm going to make the terms ridiculous.
Okay.
That's the only way you can make it work. And are they vacant? I mean, you're saying inheritance, so I'm assuming.
The one of the, if I remember, I'm calling tomorrow. If I remember correctly, his brother is just living in there as he cleans out the property. So he's sleeping there at night, cleaning it out. But by and large,
what a trooper living for free.
Yeah. All right. But by and large, For argument's sake, no one's really living there. And if I lock it up, I'll lock it up for 90 days and then hold it up, and I'll make sure that in the.
I'm not saying I can't, with good conscience, tell you just do it just to lock it up.
Yeah.
But make the terms very advantageous for you to bring a bunch of buyers through to
Okay.
see if you can get the most for it.
Okay.
It might work, man. I'm just telling you. So we don't. Here's the question: if you can split the lot, once you can lock this thing up and talk to some legit buyers that have connections, you start. I can kind of show you how to talk to permitting, zoning, and like.
Sure.
Next live stream, we can talk like with this a little more.
Great.
Once you get the thing locked up, we can start doing some better stuff. But your move right now is to lock it up for the lowest you can. See what the second maybe the second property is nice. Like, oh wow, this is better than we thought. That's the variable right now. I don't know, right?
Because that second property, like DM you or send you a picture of this thing so you had a better understanding. I know it's hard to.
Yeah, DM me at Flip with Zach, and then try to hop on Tuesday or Thursday on the next live stream and bully me, and say hop up your IG, Zach, and get it from there.
All right, and then two more things on that purchase agreement, because it's two separate lots. I have to link them in the additional terms. Is that correct? Because
if they're two separate, are they separate deeds?
They're separate parcels, but I don't know if it's it's
about the deed, man.
Okay, so that's what I need to know. That's the question.
Figure out the deed. So no, you don't have to ask. You can just look it up. Property appraiser, public records, and look from there.
Okay, and then my final question is: I'm working with a seller on a fire damage property. I talked to your dad about it a couple weeks ago. Do I have to wait? I know you just talked to a previous user about the insurance question. Do I have to wait for insurance to pay the seller before the seller locks it up and we do the job?
Most of the time, no.
Okay.
As long as as long as the inspector already looked at it, they should be able to get the claim out. But it's always best to have title deal with that, not me.
I hear you. Yeah, it's been a pain, and that's been my holdup. Is
I always get asked from the seller, can we close like in a week? Drew, I want to close right now, but this title company, they just got to get clear title. It's out of my hands. It's their issue, not mine.
Won't let me.
So some of them, some of them no, right? I mean, insurance is a private corporation, so how they work is all different.
Okay.
But the one thing always stays the same. Lock the thing up. No matter what, lock it up.
Okay. I'll do my best on that then. See what he says.
Proud of you. Let me know what happens though. Keep me updated. Message me.
It won't let me DM you on IG. It's giving me errors.
Support@flipwithrick.com.
Got you. Is that the email?
Yes.
Roger that. I'll send that over right now. Thanks, Zach.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Boom. All right, guys. So you already know what to do, guys. If you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you go out here and smash that like button and subscribe. Go to my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, where I teach you how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. And we'll see you soon. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate all your love and support, and see you soon. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.